Hello, welcome to Collector RC. Okay, so we have the Rift here again. You can see I've got some painter's tape on it. So we kind of talked about this before. We had the back end here. We had a bend, and if you've seen the other videos with this, I kind of showed a little quick where we had the plastic bend, and I was explaining why the importance of getting those metal sleeves basically on the outside of that to reinforce it. Those are pretty important. It was a simple side roll kind of a crash, and it just bent it, and the screw was the only thing that was kind of kept it from breaking. So right now I literally have popsicle sticks and tape, but we've noticed some other things that are breaking. You can see that my head here is split the tape out in the front. So what's happening is that during the rolls, the screws are ripping through this interior frame. It's completely destroyed my whole front end here. Other than that, it's doing pretty good. The reinforced front here is phenomenal. We haven't had any problems with it. It's taken some pretty gnarly hits, some pretty gnarly wipeouts, and the servo horn here is doing great. That's the Hot Racing heavy duty, so it's awesome. And everything else seems to do pretty good. We got some, make sure, gotta keep an eye on the treatment for when it gets wet for rust. But we'll go ahead and run it again. We'll probably run some 4S. One of the other things that we're having, the problem that we're noticing too, is I don't know if you guys, those of you who have the Rift, we're losing our pins. Like every time I run it, any kind of roll or anything, the pins are gone. So I'm gonna come up with something else to do this, because I've gone through too many of my pins, and I've managed to find one of them, and then looking at it, it was completely, it was bent to, if you know some of these heavy duty pins, like that thing was bent to, there's no way I could use it again. I couldn't bend it back. So it's taken some pretty gnarly hits. Other than that, it's surviving. We're doing good so far. So, but we'll get some runs in it. I unfortunately don't have my speedometer with me, but we've pretty much already kind of figured out 45 is the top you're gonna probably get, maybe 50 if you're lucky on a 4S, if you have more of a higher punch. But yeah, let's run it. Okay, so we're at Little Bros. We'll go ahead and drive it. Just a little cul-de-sac area here. It's a little windy, not the best day, but I am going to drive it on 4S one-handed. So you see there's got some speed wobble to it. So there's actually weight in the a bunch of copper weight in the rear end in the compartment. Someone's on flat ground, it has a little bit of a speed wobble. You see it there. Okay, so I only got a little bit to say before we wrap this up. Obviously I didn't get to go too fast, ride one-handed, didn't do any tricks, no dirt, none of that kind of stuff. Well, a little bit of dirt. But it was more just kind of show you where it's sitting at right now. It's kind of an ongoing progress with this, and I refuse to give up. I'm sure a lot of us Rift owners are probably the same way. It's like you already put the money into it, might as well just either trade it, sell it, whatever. But I just refuse to. I'm determined. I think this thing will eventually be one of my favorites. It's already up there with it. It's just something that gives me something to do, So, but yeah, I still recommend the thing. I think it still has a lot of potential, and like I've been told by other RC enthusiasts, all RCs have potential. But I think what I mean by this is that it has its potential to be one of your greats in your collection. it just needs some time and some love. So, all right, we're gonna end it here. Sorry, it's not a very long one, but we do have some more other, RCs coming up. We've probably got some new ones. We got a build off coming up. We have a friendly competition coming up. All sorts of cool stuff. And then with the summer coming up, we have a lot more some events coming. We got some exciting, cool stuff. We're also adding in. It's gonna be really cool. So, little bro bought a riding lawnmower. It's like an L100 John Deere, and we're converting it into not necessarily a race mower, but something like a quad mower kind of a thing. Removing all its blade. It's not going to cut grass anymore. We're going to top out around 25, but it's going to be something we're going to use around events. It may even have like a Collector RC logo, but depending on what he wants to do. So you might see that a couple times. But yeah, all right. Thanks for watching. Bye.